Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So today what we're going to do is look at the brand new Ping G430 fairway woods. We're going to look at the max head, we're going to look at the SFT head and just discuss a little bit about the LST option as well. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing below, tap the little bell icon as well and you'll get alerted to every new video I post. There's loads more G430 content coming. If you enjoyed today's video, please do smash that like button down below. It really helps the channel, helps others like yourself find the videos that they're looking for. G430, let's get started. So G430 fairway woods this year come in the max head and the SFT head like I just mentioned. They obviously come in a selection of lofts and starting wood. So we have 3 wood, 5 wood, 7 wood, as well as a 9 wood. Plenty of options to find exactly what you're looking for in the fairway wood in your bag. I've got the 3 wood here and a max, which we're going to start to have a hit with, and we'll talk through some of the tech at the same time. So G430 down behind the ball, looking very, very nice indeed. Nice clean on top of the crown. What we have, and you'll notice it in the pattern on top, is carbon fly wrap technology. So we've seen that in the LST driver. It's in all of the fairway woods, not just certain models. And basically what it means is they've got this carbon wrap that wraps around the toe and the heel of the crown. Move that sort of centre of gravity lower, gives a higher MOI, makes it easier to launch that ball. Obviously got a selection of shafts starting in the outer CB. I've got the Diamond Cali white shaft in here, which is a lower spinning shaft, which suits me. So let's have a hit and see if it can do that for us. A little bit heavy. Sounded quite nice. What we've also got that is harder to tell but is in the construction is face wrap technology. So it basically means the club face doesn't just start and finish on the face itself, it wraps around the top and the bottom of the club, which gives it a sort of stronger construction. So it keeps the ball speed high, allowing the face to flex more. Because that ball speed's high, it helps with that distance and that launch. Bad strike. For a missed strike, that's done quite well. Really nice strong flight on that. $250, not bad. So as we've also come to know, we've got spin consistency going on in the face. So that helps control the launch and spin rates, which then helps control the distances, so you get more consistency in your distance. Again, another common thing we're used to now with Ping is the adjustable hosel. We've got 8 different positions we can adjust that hosel and change the loft up or down 1.5 degrees. Starting loft at 15 degrees. And we can also change that lie angle to become a little bit flatter than standard if we need to. That's the low strike, comes off a bit lower with a little bit more spin. Yeah, just gone a little bit less distance, but not bad. Something else we've seen in the Ping range this year, G430, is the HL option, so the high launch, very lightweight option. It's the same with the fairway woods. You can get it. It's the best one yet. Good to see the numbers on that. 232 carry, 246 total. So really good numbers for me. Launching nicely, spinning nicely. I love the feel off face. It's still very similar, I would say, feel to G425. That carbon wrap on the top is there to dampen the noise a little bit, but I don't feel too much of that if I'm totally honest. But yeah, feel-wise, really nice. It's got a little bit of spring off the face when you catch it. And for numbers wise, yeah, really, really strong. Let's have a hit with the SFT head now. We'll see what that club head can do for us. So in the SFT head, we have a little bit of a different shape. Certainly from above, the club head is almost a more perfect circle behind the ball. So that would basically be the heel stretching out a little bit longer and then coming around in a sort of more perfect shape. Talking of that heel, we've got the weight now just set a little bit more towards the heel than the centre of the club at the back, which is going to promote that little bit more draw bias. So you should see somewhere apparently around 8 yards-ish of extra draw shape from this club head. So let's have a little hit and see if we can see that. But I've got the same shaft in here. The loft is slightly different. It's 16 degrees in the SFT head as standard rather than 15 in the Max. And options wise, you can have this in a 3, a 5 or a 7, but they don't do the 9 wood. Starting off similar, bit of a ground first strike. Plenty of height. You still get carbon fly wrap in this club head, so you can see that almost more clearly because the head's that little bit bigger. And you've still got the face wrap, you still get spinicity in the design, and you still get adjustable hosel. It's a nice shape. Very similar to the eye, maybe a little bit more draw, but certainly the shape promotes a nice bit of confidence behind the ball. It just sits lovely and square, and that nice rounded finish looks really good. That's one of those strikes that would have felt a little bit off to the right, and it's actually staying quite straight. Doing its job. So the weights, unlike the drivers in both the heads at Max and SFT, aren't adjustable, we can't move them around. Certainly feels very easy to get up in the air, but that head being a little bit deeper just allows that weight to sit a bit further back. I would imagine give you a little bit more launch, a bit higher MOI. Feels really good though off the face. Oh yes, another drop kick. It's doing really well on those kind of shots where you hit the ground a little bit early. I think the fact that the club sits so flat on the floor and you've got such a shallow face design on it means that you do get away with those bottomed out shots quite well. So let's hit a couple more and we'll go and look at the numbers. Definitely making it seem harder to hit it to the right with this club. So I'm certainly believing the SFT tech in this. As he says, it hits one to the right. So let's have a look at those two and compare, see if there's any major differences in the numbers, and we'll discuss which one might be better for me. So if we look at those two, it's actually quite interesting the difference in flights for starters. One much higher, dropping down much steeper, the other one coming off a lot flatter and going out a lot further. The numbers themselves, the ball speed off the face is almost identical, 139 mile an hour. The launch is where things start to differ, so we got a higher launch with the SFT, not surprising being 16 degrees versus 15 degrees, as well as the design of the head. So I'm seeing that between the SFT to the Max, which is good. I've got a much higher backspin, interestingly, with the SFT head. Again, probably due to the centre of gravity being a little bit further back. So it's increasing that spin. The spin with the Max head much less. So that combined with slightly lower launch angles give me that more penetrating, longer carry number. So I'm getting 232 carry out of the Max head and 220 out of the SFT. So for me, it's a very clear winner. It's the Max head that's going to suit me best. But like I say, if you're someone that needs that help to stop the ball going off to the right, or just to hit that straighter shot, definitely look at the SFT as an option. It will definitely help straighten your shots out if needs be. So I just want to say very quickly about the LST option in the fairway woods. Officially, there isn't an LST in the G430. What they've done is they've actually managed to create a little lower spinning fairway wood in the Max head. The players that are playing the fairway woods on tour might be playing a tour only kind of spec LST for G430 fairway wood. So it's effectively a no expenses spared project that they're just putting out on the tour to start with. They're going to be very tool specific, and they're also probably going to be therefore very expensive. So if you do see them in the future, I think it's a good option for a few maybe that got extremely high ball speeds, spin rates, and need to control that, but it's going to be a very expensive option. For most people, I think you're going to be looking at the Max Head. For those guys that need the little bit more help getting the ball up in the air as well as hitting it straighter, you've got the SFT Head. And like I said, you've got plenty of options in lofts, shafts, and so I think it's going to cater for most people. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please smash that like button down below. Like I said, it really does help the channel. And if you haven't already and you're new to the channel and you like what you're watching, hit that subscribe button down below, and the little bell icon will alert you to all the new videos I post. Like I said, loads more G430 content coming up. Tell me in the comments down below, which one would you go for? Would you look at the Max Head or would you look at the SFT Head? Let me know in the comments. I'm really always interested to hear what you guys have to say. Thanks again for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.